Let's rank the top 10 best movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 10. Thor Ragnarok. After two lackluster Thor films, Thor Ragnarok was injected with humor, color, life, and a new sense of direction. This movie introduces us to new characters like Korg, Meek, and Valkyrie, while also showing us a side of Hulk we have never seen before. While not perfect, it cracks the top 10 and gives us moments worth rewatching. Number 9. Iron Man. Marvel Studios took a gamble on Tony Stark, and it paid off. Iron Man is built and focused on a character study that is still unmatched to this day. This movie set the groundwork for the MCU formula, which, when done right, you know and love. This genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist deserves every bit of having a seat at the table as one of the top 10 movies in the MCU. Number 8. Avengers Age of Ultron. If you're surprised to see this in the top 10, let me explain. This film single-handedly set up many of the best movies to come, including Infinity War and Endgame. This film gave us wonder, vision, the introduction of Wakanda, and set up the battle between Steve and Tony that was felt until their ends. While Ultron could have been more developed and the script could have been tighter, this movie gets better with age in each rewatch. Number 7. Guardians of the Galaxy. A talking raccoon, a tree with a soul, and a band of misfits gave us a lovable team that should have never been successful. This film has iconic performances, easily the best soundtrack, and a new path for what a comic book movie could be with great writing and directing. This film not only jump-started director James Gunn into superstardom, but also gave us characters that we never thought could work, but needed to see again as soon as possible. Number 6. Spider-Man No Way Home. Bringing Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield back as Spider-Man joining Tom Holland, all in the same movie, is cemented in the cinema history books. Not only did the supporting cast of heroes put this in the top 10, but seeing all our favourite villains back took this film to the next level. It's filled with moments you want to rewatch over and over again. No Way Home came up just short of the exclusive $2 billion box office club, but it may have saved the industry, bringing millions of fans back to the big screen after the pandemic. Number 5. Captain America Civil War. Avengers 2.5. Team Cap or Team Tony, regulation or freedom. This movie has it all, edge-of-your-seat action and deep story and character building. Relationships are not only tested, but ultimately broken, which greatly affects the future of the universe. Not only did we get our first look at Spider-Man in the MCU, but Prince T'Challa the Black Panther as well. From top to bottom, this is one of the best comic book films of all time, a worthy conclusion to maybe the best trilogy in the MCU. Number 4. The Avengers. The one that brought them all together for the first time. This film stands the test of time and is worthy of being rewatched any day and any time. Multiple story threads are weaved together so crisp that you truly believe this team was meant to be together. In addition to the team-up, we're introduced to the God of Mischief in all his glory, showcasing Tom Hiddleston in the role he was born to play. There aren't many films in history as entertaining as this one, especially when that circle panning shot hits downtown. Number 3. Captain America, the Winter Soldier. This political thriller took the MCU to another storytelling level. It's one of the most exhilarating, action-packed films ever made, and you don't have to be a Marvel fan to enjoy it. Our first entry from directors Joe and Anthony Russo doesn't pull any punches, and upends the entire structure of the world we grew to know and love. The exposing of Hydra and destruction of S.H.I.E.L.D., the internal mental battle of Steve Rogers versus his disturbed best friend. I will rewatch this film before every single one, except for these last two. Number 2. Avengers Infinity War. This movie is just incredible, not a single second wasted, and not a single character truly left in the shadows. Over a decade in the making, Avengers Infinity War delivers a connected universe film that had never been seen before in history. The stakes created by the mad titan Thanos are incredibly high and hit incredibly deep. Not only do we lose fan-favourite Guardian Gamora, but half of all our heroes and the universe fade into dust. Years of emotional investments are finally paid off in a thriller for the ages. Number 1. Avengers Endgame. If there was any doubt, this one stands above the rest. The blockbuster of all blockbusters. The biggest and most epic film in the history of cinema. It may be impossible to ever top. Avengers Endgame gave us everything we thought we wanted, and everything we didn't know we wanted. Some people saw it a dozen times on the big screen, and it was worth every penny. After a year of guessing how our original 6 would defeat Thanos and bring everyone back, we finally found out how, and we loved it 3000. There may never be a better film in the MCU.